Alright, so you set?
Workout started.
Okay.
To accelerometer. Warm up. 5.
Bloody accelerometer.
Okay. That's pretty good. We actually got running before the end of your driveway.
I don't know what a bloody accelerometer is.
An accelerometer is something that detects when the phone is being moved, even if you're not on GPS. If you lose your signal, it will still count the number of steps.
Cadence 83.
Yep, that's about right. As I say, I've got my girl turned off. So we're just going to hear...
We'd be twins, actually.
Well, they might be confused. They might say, you lied. You said we were doing 6 kilometers an hour.
Actually, I don't think twins ever argue, though. Penelope and Penelope.
Penelope 1 and Penelope 2.
Did you put your phone back there?
No, it's in here.
Oh.
But I muted it. So she's not going to talk.
Mine will, though.
Yep. Probably every kilometer.
Oh, no. I set it to every 1 mile.
Ah, it just made a sound.
That would be probably a text.
That's what it sounded like, yeah. So you pay for data?
Me?
Yeah. Do you have data on your phone?
Oh, wait. It's just free texting.
Oh, I see. SMS.
Yeah.
That's what I use. That's what they used to do in the old days with the flip phone. Everybody would message everybody. And you'd have to punch it out. Hang on. You always come charging out. One day you're going to run right into a bicycle. I think we're going a little fast.
At basketball, they're telling me, Derick, you should get the new iPhone. And I'm like, oh, I don't need to waste $200.
200? More like 2,000.
Yeah. Well, on the twin, I think it's 300.
Well, that's for a lease.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not spending $300.
Then you have to pay a contract.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm not paying $300 and then having to spend like $40 every month. And I can get this.
Yeah.
32 gigabytes. I can use all the apps I want. And with lucky, I get unlimited talk, unlimited text for $25.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But do you get cellular minutes? How many minutes can you talk?
Oh, unlimited.
Unlimited. Not just the weekends.
No, unlimited.
It's pretty good.
I was just thinking maybe you should do that.
Well, my deal's about the same.
Oh, it is?
25.
Oh, is it with
with Norma.
Yeah.
I do it together. I think your phone just said something. I think there was 1 kilometer.
Yeah. And
You'll have to wait till we get to a quieter place.
yeah. I thought I told her to put it onto
Maybe when you put in, when you switched on the GPS, it said that you were in Canada and it shows kilometers. How's your eating been this last week?
my what?
Eating.
Well,
Have you been eating more than usual?
yeah, still. So, I think today is the first day where I start getting it all good.
Yeah.
So, after the gym, I go to home and drink coconut water and have some of those pills that gets rid of all this stuff.
Detoxifying pills.
You know,
Where'd you get them? The health food shop?
a vitamin store. Beside T-bars.
But you can't always trust those. A lot of the times they make claims. They say you could lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks. That kind of claim.
Oh, it's not.
It's not slimming pills.
No. It's one of the ones that gets rid of your bowel, stuff in your bowels.
It's not just a laxative.
No, it's not it's, I don't
It
know.
cleanses you.
Yeah.
It's for a body cleanse. Well, maybe it's a vitamin supplement, like vitamin B12. Is it expensive?
Well, it's $20.
Ooh. Could be a ripoff.
No, they moved because they demolished all that area. So now T-Bar had to move.
Really? So it's no longer on 4th Street?
Nope. It's now a building.
I ran with Rob on Saturday. That was good.
It's telling me to slow down.
Is it?
Yeah. So you're ahead.
Of your pace?
Yeah.
What pace did you set?
I don't know.
8 minutes, maybe.
No.
7?
I don't know.
I would say we were doing 6:49 pace.
Now it's saying slower. Gee.
I couldn't do what you're doing.
What?
Look at your phone and run at the same time.
Oh, I'm not. I'm hearing her.
Oh, you're hearing her.
It's private now.
So this is normally where I start recording because it gets quiet. So all that nonsense back there by the highway, I will probably cut right out. But what I did with Rob, I recorded the whole hour and then I edited it into little chunks.
Maybe we should go there for pot.
Where?
Like fish and chip.
The fish and chip? Well, I don't think he'll be open for business.
Yeah.
When we go by there, it's 11 o'clock.
That's when we open. Well, no, we open at 10:30.
And is there a waitress there?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think that's right.
That's a bit too fast.
Yeah. Hang on. What I'll do is I'll unmute mine, so when she says something, we'll see if they agree. Okay. This is going to be the battle of the Penelopes.
That's fine.
Is yours a woman or a man?
Woman.
A woman.
Yours is what?
A woman too. Okay, I heard her say faster. Zone 2. So my Penelope tells us my heart rate.
Mine too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you don't have a heart rate monitor, so how could it know?
Where's your heart rate monitor?
On my arm. I got that strap that I put on my arm. Mind you, if I put the strap on your arm, I would get your heart rate. Slower? No, we're not going that fast, lady. You'll have to see what the speed setting you had. You probably had 7 Spanish pace. I just missed what my girl said.
I think I just heard her yelling at me.
I think she just stole your wallet. Do you remember that from Back to the Future? I think he took your wallet. I was talking to Rob about that, and he said, I bet you'd find that clip on YouTube from the movie. You know how they'd make clips? I bet I could find that one. Hello. So we're running by the marina now. When my brother came here from England, he rented a sailboat and we went for a cruise. This morning there was a lot of fog, but I knew it was going to burn off.
Me and Sabrina on the bus, we saw fog at 1 o'clock.
Yeah? Where?
Here.
I was listening to a friend of mine who puts out a podcast very much like mine. Yeah. And he mentioned me in the podcast. Yeah, it's funny. He was talking about the wind coming from Canada. And he said, thank you, Carlos, for sending me the wind.
Doesn't get wind there?
Well, he said it was
sarcastically.
It was coming, yeah. Sarcastically, he was saying thanks for the cold wind. This is the only little bit of uphill. Yep, that's about right. So they do agree.
What did you say?
Mine says 630 per kilometer.
Oh, they are twins.
So they agree with each other. Faster. I heard her say that.
One's more strict than the other.
Yeah. Your girl speaks slower than mine.
Oh, that's why I thought she was yelling at me. It's because yours is faster.
Yeah.
Yours is faster.
Have you ever heard of this expression called a spoof? Okay. Well, let's say, for instance, somebody was pretending to be like the guy from WWE.
Oh, you mean like Spaceballs? A spoof.
Yeah, a spoof comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They make fun of a style by doing it the same, but slightly different. Like Dumb and Dumber 2, when he said, "You can't speak, can you?" And he said, "I'm just kidding."
Did you see it?
No, you told me last week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or no, he said, "What are you thinking?" And he goes,
I bet that clip's on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. You can get YouTube on your phone now.
You should see that movie.
Sure, then we can discuss it. We could spend the run discussing the movie with notes. Like a director's cut. We could have the voiceover. And this is where we cross the street.
It's funny, after 20 years, you think Jeff Daniels would have forgot his role, right?
Well, that's why they have people in the studio that remind them, you know, this is how we should be doing it. This is, make it a little less serious, you know. They have directors, acting directors.
Jim Carrey probably already had it, though.
Yeah.
Probably already remembered.
Yeah, he's pretty smart. He's a pretty good actor, like Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks wouldn't have anybody, he wouldn't need anybody to tell him how to act. He would know. It would be...
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You reckon?
I heard Arnold Schwarzenegger never had a blooper.
No.
He was always serious.
Always, yep. That's kind of like an easy way of dealing with something. If you always deal with it the same way, then people don't have to say, "Is he kidding?" Hello. 2 joggers coming by. Thank you. It's turned into a really warm day. Beautiful. Terrible. I could go back in shorts. Yeah, no, so am I, but I wore my long pants for riding the bike, but I probably won't have to put them on the way home. 20 minutes we've been going. You keep hanging back. Is it just because you want to listen to your girl and not to me? Is that what it is?
It keeps telling me slower, faster.
Well, that's why you have to know what speed you set it at. I'm guessing you set it at 7 minutes. Do you want to do a bit of an add-on?
I don't know.
You better ask the girl if it's okay if you do it a bit more. No? All right. So first we get Amelia, and then we get Bradford, I think.
Actually, I'll be all detoxified.
Detoxified? Yep. And also you would have had the chance to try your app by yourself.
I had two Halloween, 2 pumpkin pie milkshakes.
How are they? Are they good?
Yeah.
I guess you wouldn't have had 2 if they weren't.
They're not made in them.
Ah. "10 seconds ahead," she said. They still have a help wanted sticker in the window. They still have help wanted on there.
I don't know why. Well, some managers are too lazy to take it down. They don't want to bother taking it down.
So they just leave it up there all the time.
Where are you going?
This is your street. This is Bradford, isn't it?
No.
Oh, sorry. That was me saying we should go long, and then I did take a shortcut.
Oh, now cars are broken.
Are you telling your girl all about it? I could just call this episode The Four of Us.
Oh, you know what?
You, me, and the 2 Penelopes.
You know what I could do?
What?
I could type in, what is that? Oh no, I can't do that. I was gonna say, you type me the email and the password, but when I press home, it gets rid of the app store.
Yes. You're gonna have to figure out how to do that.
Actually, I could. There's one way I could put it, the email and the password, and then copy it in the app store, and then just put it on the bottom.
You could copy it in a notebook or whatever.
Well, not
That's an
that.
Acadian.
What?
That's an Acadian.
Holy crap.
It's like a Ford Galaxy, but the Canadian version.
And it's like a Dodge Dart, but a Canadian version.
Yeah. But that's a V12, I think. Or a V8.
V8.
Yeah. But it sounds like a V8, doesn't it? Yep. You don't hear cars like that nowadays.
It's Pontiac.
I think it is, yeah. 6:50.
77. Average pace. 6 minutes. 13 seconds. Per kilometer.
Wow. I better stop my app. You stop your app and I'll stop mine. And we'll see we'll see how we can compare notes.
Zone 3.
Zone 3. I don't need to know that now.
Oh, that's why
What?
I set mine to 165 libs.
Pounds.
Was that libs pounds?
Yeah. You set it for, that's your weight. So that would only be interesting to you if you were looking for calories, how many calories you burn. Okay, so you want to compare notes?
Yeah.
Right, here we go. 3.67 kilometers. Your one said 4, didn't it?
Mine said 78. Oh, wait, I'm looking for the calories.
No.
Oh, what you want here?
No, I can't look at them both. It says here 25 minutes 30 seconds was our run.
Mine was that too.
About the same. And it says for distance, average pace 6:57. So that was about what your one said. Average pace. I can't really see on your one.
Oh no, mine's 6:14.
Well, that was probably with the times we stopped. It had auto pause on it, your one.
Yeah. Oh, yours doesn't have an auto?
No, that's the difference. What you should do is deactivate the auto pause so that the distance will be the same, because we both ran the same distance, but your one will be less time because it would have stopped when we stopped across the road.
It's total time. Yours is ahead by 2 seconds
Is that all?
for total time. And then,
Mine said 25 minutes for total time.
huh?
Anyway,
You know that pause thing problem.
the auto pause, it doesn't make a big deal, but if you stopped a lot to take pictures, it would be important to have the auto pause.
It'd be saying slower, slower.
Yeah. But basically,
No, faster.
if you just had it on with a set pace of, let's call it 7 minutes a kilometre, because today we did less than 7.
Okay.
So set it as your pace to be 7 minute pace. And that way we could start working on that. And gradually, get you fitter.
Yeah. Oh,
And then we can go for the longer run.
yeah.
Like today we did about, 5 kilometres?
Do you want some sandwiches?
I could take them today because I do have my panniers. But she said to me that occasionally you and Sabrina would go out and eat a lot of food, binge.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not good.
What about Sabrina? Is she losing weight or is she gaining weight?
She's gaining weight.
She's getting heavier too.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
She lost weight after she was sick, but
Yeah. But she might have been sick for a little while there. I seem to remember you saying she wasn't feeling too well. I'm going to have to head back now, Derick. So what about, was it the bologna sandwiches? I don't really like those too much.
no, it's not. It's
Something better?
It's ham.
Yeah. In the same bread?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's the bread that I don't like.
This one's different bread now. This one's whole wheat.
Oh, wait. Oh. Well, if she's planning that as your supper, I don't want to take it. But if it's something that you haven't eaten for a couple of days because you don't fancy it, that's different.
I don't fancy it.
You don't fancy? All right, well then I'll take it off your hands. But put it in a bag or something, otherwise she might see me and she'll say, oh look, he's taking Derick's food. Do you have a little bag to put it in? That way, Okay, Derick. I will see you next week. Will be the last time we run together before I go to Portugal.
What?
But I could still text you. Well, maybe not from Portugal. That would cost money. But we'll keep in touch. And good run today. I think having that app on your phone is going to help you because you're probably going to want to try it out yourself. It's only Monday today. You could go for a run on Wednesday, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
See you again. Thanks for the run.
Yeah.